Call it yo Cole's phone. Who gonna go make a play?
Bringing pressure. Dalton off his spot and down. And guess who? Cole Holcomb from his linebacker spot gets there.
I'm back. What up? It's your boy RVA from VA, Richmond to be exact, and I'm back again with some more Commander content. And I thought to myself, we gotta talk about it, man. Who we talking about? My boy Cole Holcomb. As we all know, when Ron Rivera and his new coaching staff came in, they were pretty much evaluating the roster, seeing what they had on the roster. The linebacker room was definitely a mystery. We didn't know how we were going to address that, but I know the fans and the staff wasn't happy with John Bostic. John Bostic's no longer with us. He had an injury, and then we also just didn't bring him back. So last year, in the first round, Ron Rivera and his staff decided to draft Jamin Davis from Kentucky. Freakish athlete, the guy, great guy, has a good motor, very fast, and has a lot of upside. But with that being said, he only started 1 year at Kentucky, and he basically, I feel like they drafted him based off of his combine. And his combine, his numbers flew off the chart. He has all the measurables, the speed, everything you want in today's NFL for your middle linebacker. But with that being said, he was extremely raw. So last year, he didn't see the field nearly enough. They didn't trust him at the middle linebacker spot. His snaps throughout the season was very limited, and the fan base was very agitated about that situation and was trying to figure out what was going on because, like I said, we drafted this guy in the first round. With that being said, this offseason, everything is centered around Cole Holcomb. The question we got to ask ourselves is, did we already have our middle linebacker on the roster? Now, Cole Holcomb played at North Carolina, and he played middle linebacker at North Carolina. Washington took him in the 5th round in the 2019 draft. The guy's an absolute tackling machine. But does Cole Holcomb have the upside, and can he be among the elite middle linebackers in the league? So I'm going to discuss that with you here today, guys. So this last season, Cole Holcomb recorded 142 tackles, 1 sack. He also had 2 interceptions and also recorded 2 forced fumbles. If you go look around the league at other elite linebackers like Fred Warner, Devin White, Darius Leonard, these numbers are comparable. And I'm not just making that up. You can go check it out yourself. Cole Holcomb has incredible coverage skills that have gotten better over the years that he's been in the league. He absolutely flies to the ball. He also makes impactful plays when we need him. Like last year when we played Dallas, we needed to swing momentum. He was able to disguise himself in coverage, and then once he did that, he was able to fly up underneath the pass from from Dak Prescott and was able to make a play on the ball and catch a pick six. These are the things that show that Cole Holcomb has all of the tools and the smarts to be our middle linebacker. And I really think he was overlooked over the last couple of years. And I think that the solution at middle linebacker was already on the roster. Now, with that being said, Ron Rivera and his staff are finally going to, Ron Rivera and his staff are finally going to give Cole Holcomb that opportunity to man the middle of the field. He was already ran the green dot last year, but he was just doing it from an outside spot, which is harder, as you know, when you're on the defense to be able to communicate with the other side of the defense when you need to. Last year, as we know, our defense was always out of position. The communication seemed to be lacking. And I think some of that, not all of it, but some of it is due to the fact that Cole Holcomb was not able to command the defense the way he should have been able to from the middle spot. Jamin Davis will now slot into that outside slot. And I think that he will thrive there. He can just fly and go make plays. Cole Holcomb has the smarts, has the talent, has the cover skills, I believe, to be able to be a real impactful middle linebacker. And also going into his fourth season, I think this season will be a big one for him, because also Washington will be looking to extend him beyond this season. Cole Holcomb is a guy, has great character. I think the defense really looks at him as a leader, especially our young linebackers. And I think that we may have solved the problem in-house. Now, with that being said, there's still questions with the depth in the linebacker room. As we know, in today's NFL, a lot of teams are running these nickel packages. We only have 2 linebackers on the field, and then you kind of got that hybrid safety linebacker position that a lot of teams are doing now. Here we call it the Buffalo nickel. Landon Collins is no longer with the team, so we're still trying to see who's going to fill that role. But with that being said, I think that Cole Holcomb is the solution to our middle linebacker problem. And I think he will surprise a lot of people this year. A lot of times things are media driven. Guys won't get the notoriety that they truly deserve due to them playing for a team like Washington that last year was very underwhelming and underperformed. But this year, I think that he will definitely put up numbers. I want to see him take that next step and possibly get selected to a Pro Bowl. I think that he has the talent, like I said, to do that. It's just now we got to see if he can put it all together from the middle position and really command this defense, and let people know around the league as a whole that should be a feared middle linebacker in this league. And he should also be mentioned with other elite middle linebackers in this league.
Call it Yo Cole's phone. Who gonna go make a play?